Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Miami Heatran updated. Alright guys, so as you can see on the screen, there have been a few changes made to the Miami Heatran squad for the PGL. I would like to apologize. I'm coming down with I think it's a bit of a cold. I got this catch in my throat. You'll probably hear me do that a few times. But I just wanted to quickly go over the changes made to the squad. I'm going to start from the right and just go to the left. As you can see, there are only 3 changes. I will go over them in that order. We dropped Muck and picked up Garbodor. The reason for that is I needed something that could set up spikes. Because certain mons, like Excadrill, that my good friend Dom has, Stealth Rocks do nothing. They do 1/33rd or 1/32nd of its health, as you saw from my NBA draft, and I really wanted that thing, but it didn't make its way down to me. But I needed something that could set up spikes. Garbodor can also set up toxic spikes. Garbodor also has access to Drain Punch, which is something that I was very interested in having. It's very different from Muck. However, it really fits what I needed better, because I needed something that could reliably set up hazards, and I also needed something that had offensive recovery. Because the only way Muck can recover is with, an item or with rest. And I needed something that could recover turn after turn, rather than having to wait for something to happen. So that's really the mindset behind Garbodor. It was a very simple switch, poison type for poison type, but it's something that I think will very much help out the squad as a whole. Next up, we dropped Togetic and picked up Jellicent. Jellicent is a reliable special wall. It's a pretty decent physical wall as well. The reason I went with Jellicent is because it's a very good lure. It can lure in Pokemon to go for knockoff, or to go for a grass type attack, potentially electric type attacks as well, and give me a reliable switch into Cobalion, because Cobalion will get the justified boost from a dark type attack. Cobalion is the ultimate switch in to a knockoff, because it takes the least amount of damage and gets the attack boost, because Cobalion has very good physical defense. You have other Pokemon like Lucario that don't lose their item. However, in this format, that doesn't count because, you can't have Mega Lucario. Absol is extremely frail, so it does not make a good, knockoff switching. But between the two of those, they form a nice little core between themselves. And it was something that I was definitely looking for. It also gave me a water immunity. I wasn't really struggling with water types. Piloswine and Mega Houndoom were the only weaknesses that I really had to it. However, I was weak to Scald, because Scald burns, and I didn't want my mons getting burned. So I wanted something that was immune to water rather than just resisting it, because it helps with Scald spam. It's not even, just water type attack spam. It's specifically for Scald. The other thing about Jellicent is that it completely walls Suicune. Suicune cannot touch me. And as you can tell, Suicune is no longer on our roster. I traded Suicune to a good friend of mine, My Turkey Sub, in exchange for Braviary. Sorry, not Braviary, Mandibuzz. Because I needed Mandibuzz. If you're wondering why, it's because of Hoopa Unbound. I can't lie to you guys. Dom, who is an incredible guy, a very good friend of mine. Dom has Hoopa Unbound. And as you saw from our Week 1 battle, Hoopa Unbound just tears through everything. But it can't tear through Mandibuzz. It is very difficult for Hoopa Unbound to 2-hit KO Mandibuzz. Whether it's mixed with Life Orb or anything of that nature. between things like Roost, Protect with Leftovers, and Citrus Berry, and all those sorts of things, I can pretty much guarantee that Mandibuzz will beat it 1v1 because of moves like Foul Play. Hoopa has base 160 attack and base 60? Yeah, 60 defense, I believe. Yeah, 60 defense. Its defense is garbage. When you have 160 attack and 60 defense, Foul Play does a shit ton. So, Mandibuzz is really a phenomenal counter to it. And especially with something like Citrus Berry, which I actually just thought of, I can pretty much guarantee that I will live the following attack and be able to one-shot it with the Foul Play. After Rocks. So those were really the changes that I made to the team. I am beyond ecstatic with this team now. It has no glaring weaknesses. If you think there's a big knockoff weakness, we have Mandibuzz, which is extremely bulky and resistant. We have Clefable, which is extremely bulky and resistant. And then we have Cobalion, which gets an attack boost from it. And Mega Houndoom can't lose its item. If you think we have an ice weakness, we just gained a very reliable special wall. We also have potential Thick Fat on Perugly. We have Spadef Mew if we want. We have answers to pretty much everything that is in this league, and that's really in the meta as a whole. I'm very happy with this team. There will be no changes made to it from this point forward. As for names, Garbodor is named Dr. Zoidberg because Dr. Zoidberg lives in a dumpster. Jellicent is named Irukanji. That is Irukandji. It is the name of an extremely venomous jellyfish. And Mandibuzz is named... I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, Miss Friday, because in One Piece there's this vulture named Miss Friday, and it looks kind of like Mandibuzz. But that is our team. That is the Miami Heatran for the PGL. And thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.